Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside.
Yaru. Apple.
With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature. With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Juete. Huh? Gadriende.
Wait, huh? Yeah. Huh? Yaru.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Huh? Workende.
Wait, huh? Workende.
Pestes.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
Hira! Pathway!
Yes.
Yes, Samiende. Gadriende. Abendende.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Workende. Huh?
Cheer, lass. Somewhere. Workende. Yes, sir. Pestes. Nothing.
Yaru.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Abendende. Workan. Workende.
Cheer, lass. Workan. Yeah, workende.
Pestes.
Ah.
Yaru.
Nothing.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Would do. Work and day. Huh? Work.
Yeah.
Yaru. Work can. Quetta. Yeah.
Hey off selector.
Hera.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied.
Yeah. Gonganda.
Yaru.
Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts. Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Quetta. Yes, sir.
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Where can?
Abendende. Huh? Chairless Abendende? Huh? Yeah. Air the worker. Quetta.
Quetta.
Would do. Yeah. Cheerless. Yaru. Gonganda. Hestes halfway off. Deltende.
Yeah. Off the Delta. Yeah.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
Work Henday. Air the worker, huh? Hugh Ende. Yeah. Yasami Ende.
Huh? Here the worker.
Huh?
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town. The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Quetta.
Quetta. Work Henday. Hera. Yeah. Work on. Yaru.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves. The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
Each timbre theos. On your work, eh? Marathon. Cheerless here.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
Yes, sir. Garwigan.
Yes, sir. When they are.
Yarway. Yarway. Yes, sir.
Yeah, donde that? Go! Ich will a ridan. Ich will a ridende ut. Perende no. Go! Ridende ut.
Garwigan. Garu uppa. Yes, sir.
Forward here.
Garwigan asset.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion. The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Garu astiga. Yes, sir. Garwigan assetas.
What here, sir?
Tremeth Garu. Garu uppa. Where ye the shoes? Yerwa! Garwigan! Garu uppa.
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north.
Garu Farath. Mid-May. Cometh on.
First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Astira. Garwigan. Mid-May.
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Yerwa Garwigan. Hurra!
Ridera Yaru.
Remas Garu! Remas Garu! Yerwa Garwigan.
Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables. The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage.
Each timber.
Garu uppa.
The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines.
Hestus commended.
Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
Tremeth Garu. Astira. Garwigan. Garwigan.
Aeon Yaselli.
Garu upa!
Gierlas her! Each timbre theos!
Yirwa Garwigan!
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Garwigan! Yes, sir! Here's in the shield pending!
Ayored Yar, Bayard May.
Garwigan Ritnu! Forka Piras! Yirwa Garwigan!
Yeah?
Yarwe Yawa. Yeah. Chawilla. Hestes Commende.
Bayard
Römet
May.
kumath on! Garu u Garu! Ferath! Garwigan Asichwin!
Yeah, Yaru.
Herath Upper. Gongandea Akerham. Yes, sir. West Duhala. Eat your work. What third faith, eh? That shoelay bit on your work, huh? Each Tim Yaru to work. Vera ya werta. Yarway Yaw Arler. Aor Delenda. Quickly.
Römet Garu!
Riderat Yaru!
Garwigan
Bayard
Asetas!
May.
Steadfast anew.
Yirwa Garwigan!
Then Hester.
Your way, you are.
Then Hester.
Garu u Astirath Garwigan!
Forward here!
Garu upa!
Yearward.
Wadeath!
Yes, now, Yeah, you did it, Upa.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
On way. Each a will. Ferreth, Eowegan. Each a folly. Cometh on. A return. Yes, sir. Letteth Usgan. Each year.
cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders. Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Each a worker. Each timber of Theos.
And your work, yes, sir. What's their faith, eh? That's Shule Veo Timran.
What's their faith, eh? There are you worker.
There a dawn.
Remen, Garu.
Charla, yes, sir. West Duhala. Each a worker.
On move, Stigeth on way.
Yes, sir. West Duhala.
What's their faith, eh? That's Shule Veo Timber.
Your way, Yao Arler. Hestes commended. Gongende at Acre.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Beodeth me. Strele Use. Strail Boren Yaru. Flambo Beodeth me. Strail Boren Yaru. Strela Use. Strail Boren Yaru. Beodeth me. Flamboga Aron. Strele Boren Yaru. Beodeth me. Strega. Strela Use Aron. Beodeth me.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
On Muda, Ichiera, Ichafoli, Ferreth, Eowegan, Ritanu, Cometh on, Astigeth on way, Cometh on, Ichawilla, Strelbor on Styriath, Strelbor, Equilla. Gongath on way. Lista letteth Uskan.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge. The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Each a worker.
Chier las hair. Each timbre theos. What sir faith, eh? Each a worker. Yaru to work.
Yarwa, Astiga, Onwa, Yara.
Yarway, you are.
And your worker, Gadriende appellum. What sir faith, eh? And your worker, each timbre theos. Veradon.
Each a bluke that.
Eos de lender, Cuthleach. That shule beo timbran. That shule beo timbran. Each a worker.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.